Hello and welcome to today's English class. Students, today we are going to discuss chapter number 2 from your book First Flight, A Long Walk to Freedom, written by Nelson Mandela. Students, this chapter is an autobiography of Mr. Mandela. So, I am sure you are going to enjoy this historical chapter with me. A Long Walk to Freedom. Students, this chapter is covered in two parts. In part 1 today, we are going to discuss terms like apartheid, the swearing-in ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the first black president of South Africa, the struggle of South African people, and the spectacular display by military powers of South Africa. You can see two images in front of you. One is of Nelson Mandela and another one is of Mahatma Gandhi. Both have played an important role in getting freedom of their respective countries. Students, as this chapter is an autobiography of Nelson Mandela, let me tell you the meaning of autobiography. Auto means self and biography means the story of life. So basically, autobiography is the life story of its author, means it is a written record of the author's life. Rather than being written by somebody else, an autobiography comes through the person's own pen and in his own words. It can be in the form of journals, it can be in the form of diaries, letters, and memoirs. A Long Walk to Freedom. This chapter highlights the key moments of Nelson Mandela's life and his endeavor as the greatest freedom fighter of the 20th century. Nelson Mandela's amazing and heroic life not only inspires but also educates because of the terms dignity and integrity are unfamiliar to some people. So what we are going to observe in this chapter about fight of Nelson Mandela for the freedom of his own people, that is the natives of South Africa who were tortured by the whites, and this chapter gives two contradictory pictures of Mr. Mandela's own country. One, in which the blacks were tortured and suffered quietly, and second, where the blacks would be free to live the life on their own. In these pictures, you will observe how South African people were treated. They were suffering from racism by the whites. So they protested, and you can see in the pictures their images of protest. Before we start the chapter, let me tell you what apartheid is, because this chapter is based on apartheid. It tells you what the natives of South Africa faced. So, apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their race. This system existed in South Africa until very recently. This country remained under the British rule for more than 3 centuries, that is 300 years. The blacks of South Africa bitterly opposed such discrimination. Discrimination means differentiation. At last, after a long struggle, democratic elections were held in South Africa, in which Nelson Mandela was elected as the first black president of South Africa. So students, the chapter opens with the episode of 10th May. 10th May marks the oath-taking ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the first black president of South Africa and his colleagues, that took place on 10th of May, the auspicious day of 10th May. It was a historic occasion. Dignitaries and representatives of 140 countries came to attend it. The ceremony took place in a lovely sandstone amphitheatre formed by the Union Buildings in Pretoria. Here, in the given picture, you can see Nelson Mandela with his daughter Zinani and other dignitaries on the occasion of 10th May. The inauguration ceremony. It was 10th May, the day of oath, with a bright and shiny sun. Nelson Mandela was supposed to take oath as the first Black President of South Africa. A large number of leaders and people from all around the world had gathered there to be the witness of the swearing-in ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the first black president. The inauguration ceremony took place in a big open building in Pretoria, where the first democratic non-racial government was to be installed. This is historical. In the given picture, in the first picture, you can see a large number of people along with the local people have gathered to watch the swearing-in ceremony of Nelson Mandela, their first ever black president. And on the next picture, you can see Mr. Mandela taking an oath. Display of the military power by South African jets. When Nelson Mandela had taken oath, South African jets displayed the military power. It also showed the loyalty of military to democracy. The highest military generals saluted him. He recounted that they would have arrested him many years before, and now they are paying their highest tributes to Nelson Mandela. The whites sang their old song and the blacks sang their new song, which marked the end of the ceremony. Students, you can see in the given image a colorful show by jets and helicopters to show military's loyalty. Now came the swearing-in ceremony day. Nelson Mandela was accompanied by his daughter Zinani, whom he adored a lot. Mr. de Klerk was the first person who took oath as second deputy president, followed by Mr. Thabo Mbeki, who swore as the first deputy president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela was the last person who swore as the first black president of South Africa. He pledged to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote himself to the well-being of the people. He also promised to make the nation free from poverty, deprivation, suffering, and all sort of discrimination. Students, in the given image, you can see Nelson Mandela taking oath. So, that's all for today, students. This is the end of part 1. Rest of the chapter we are going to continue in part 2. Take care and have a good day.